Good morning, guys. How y'all doing?
Good morning, AATB crew.
That's right. Well, we're on a little trip this morning. We're going to Elizabeth City, North Carolina. We're not camping. We're going to see family. So we're gonna ride up there. So it'll take us a little while to get there. It's not a short drive, but we wanted to talk about some things this morning. So we got a list of things that we want to talk about. So stay tuned. And we'll be right back. All right, so we were talking and we said, and really we were just talking about in general campgrounds we like, what we like about camping and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And so we decided we were going to do a little video about those things to help get you in the conversation.
Yeah. And we want you to make suggestions. Put down in the comments your faves, and maybe it'll be somewhere that we can all go and hang out together.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. So we want you to like, share, and subscribe. And if you are new to this channel, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Mm-hmm.
By the time this airs, we have gotten 3,000 subscribers. 3,000
Yes.
guys. We have reached 3,000. Thank you so much. And so if you're new, hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell, do all those things that gets you involved and helps the channel. It really helps the channel. So let's get to the questions.
All right. Question number 1. What are your favorite things about camping? Now, we asked and answered, so I kind of know what his answers are going to be, but I'm going to let him just kind of say what
did I say?
You said your favorite things are the views.
The views, yeah.
People.
And
this one you said you will have to explain. Feelings.
the feeling, yeah. Well, the views. Man, we've been to some places where the views around the area are just, spectacular. Just beautiful. And we've been to some places where the people, at most of the places that we've been to, I can't really think of one where the people have not been friendly, and where we've run into somebody that we just could not bear with.
Right. Never felt uncomfortable.
Right.
In our surroundings.
But the people that we meet, it is so awesome. The friends and the acquaintances that we've developed over the years. And now, when I talk about the feeling, I think it's more of, you know how you go, I think that's the feeling that I get. I kind of get this release type thing when we're camping, because it is relaxing. It is it's kind of like therapy for me. And I really enjoy the fact that I can go somewhere, whether there's a camper beside me or whether it's not. Like, we've been at some Harvest Host that, man, a good chair, and you just sit there and just look and look out over the view that you have, and it's just relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Okay, my 3 things were, again, the people, because we have met some wonderful people, and we have made lifelong friends. I think lifelong friends while out camping, people that we meet. I enjoy just being in my camper. My camper is my happy place. You know, when he says, let's go, I'm ready, because I know I'm going to be in my happy place. And the other thing was, sort of like you said, and this is a term I coined last year, and it's called mindless relaxation. There's something about getting in your chair and sitting out by the fire or sitting out by your camper and just admiring the handiwork of God and not having those I got to's circling around in your head. You know, I got to do this, I got to do that. I call it mindless relaxation because that is the ultimate in calm. And that's one of the things that I enjoy most. Okay?
Yep, okay.
All right, next question. Least favorite things about camping. All right, now.
And I think I said weather.
Yeah.
Packing up to come home.
Yeah.
And
trees.
And trees. And not so much trees around, but a lot of times and that kind of coincides with the weather part, because when we have bad weather, first thing you think about is, you know, the tree limbs and all that are around you. And are they going to affect the camper? Is something going to fall? And so the trees, based on, and then sometimes going into a campground, the trees, because you got to go around trees.
Yeah, we've had friends who have lost a air conditioning unit, and as some of you I'm sure have seen the Adventure Bandits, who are friends of ours. I mean, they had a tree fall on their camper, so they lost the whole camper.
Yeah.
So that's a scary thought.
And packing up to come home, especially to come home. Now, I don't mind packing up going to another campground, but man, packing up to come home, oh boy, that can be depressing somewhat. Unless I know in a couple of days or so I'm getting ready to hit the road again. But still, those are my three.
Yeah. Now mine are snakes, packing up, and did I say snakes?
Snakes.
Snake. Yeah. We had an experience one time where Duane and I were sitting out by the camper, actually at one of my favorite campgrounds. We were just sitting out. It was a beautiful spring day, or I don't think it was summer. Summer. Beautiful summer day. Nice. We were sitting under trees. Nice trees. It was cool. We were out there. I was reading. He was doing something. And out of the corner of my eye, I looked down, and there was the friendly neighborhood black snake just laying there, sunning with us. Now you talk about somebody acting a fool. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I have not seen her move that fast in a long time.
So
she left her brother hanging.
I left him, yes.
She couldn't even say snake. She just yelled and got up and ran. And I said, what? And so I said, I better get up and run too.
He was on his own, I'm telling you. But yeah, those are things, and we're both very careful because, you know, I don't want to walk up on a critter and he not know I'm coming and I not know he is there. Or it is there. I don't know if they he's, she's, whatever. Yeah. I don't like any of them. So I'm very careful, especially during the summertime, you know, the time of year when they're out and about, because they can have all the space they want. I will leave. But that's my least favorite thing about being out. Okay? Now, the next question is the top 3 campgrounds that we have visited.
Okay.
What are your top 3?
I think I said Carolina Pines.
Right.
Anchor Down.
Right.
And Riverwalk.
Yeah.
Yep. I like all 3 of those, and for different reasons. And there's another one that I like, the one that you're gonna mention.
Yeah.
But these 3 are just special. They are, Riverwalk. It's the owners that make that place. It's a beautiful little place, but man, the owners really make that space, that place special. We love going to Riverwalk.
Hey, Marcia.
Marcia, yeah. You know, Marcia and Jim make that place so relaxing and so nice to be around. And you know, of course, you know, we've done several videos on Carolina Pines, and then Anchor Down in Tennessee, which probably by the time you see this video, we may be there or on our way there.
Right.
That place is just beautiful. It's just beautiful. And I'll put a link to all 3 of those, or a card somewhere to all 3 of those if you want to check those videos out. Okay. What's yours?
Now my 3 are Tanglewood, which is in Clemens, North Carolina.
That's my other one.
Greystone, which is up in, I think it's Pinnacle, North Carolina.
That's another one.
I tend to like, and Carolina Pines. Now I like Carolina Pines because of all the amenities. I don't care about the beach. Excuse me. I don't care about the beach. I can take the beach or leave the beach. And the one thing about Carolina Pines is when you go there, if you don't have to leave that facility for anything. I mean, nothing. And I like that. But I tend to like the smaller, more quaint campgrounds with scenery. They just speak to me a little more. But Carolina Pines is one of my favorites.
Yeah. What's the next one?
Places that you want to go.
Oh man, I think I said Margaritaville.
And when I asked him which one, he said,
I think I know of 3 of them.
Yeah.
Tennessee, Georgia, and Florida.
Right.
One in Florida is the newest one.
Okay. We just go to all of them.
Okay. All right, let's do that.
Yeah.
There's a Hilton Head in
Hilton Head National RV Resort.
Right, Hilton Head National RV Resort.
In Bluffton.
Bluffton,
South Carolina.
Not too far from Hilton Head. And Fort Wilderness. And I don't really want to go to to any of the parks. I mean, I probably would, maybe. Yeah. But I just like to go to Fort Wilderness to say I've been.
That's the kid in him.
Yep.
Now my 3 were, I've heard a lot about this place. It's called Mountain Stream Campground or RV Campground. And it's in Marion, North Carolina. And guys, I love the mountains. So I like going to campgrounds up there. But believe it or not, I hate heights. So I'm not doing any crazy stuff, you know, hanging off on the cliffs or mountain climbing or none of that. But anyway, that's one of my spots I want to go to. Of course, Fort Wilderness, I'm along with him. And my 3rd one is anywhere he says he's going, I'm going. So that's my 3rd. It doesn't matter. If he said, like I said, if he says let's go, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I am ready.
And we didn't even talk about our new discovery with Harvest Host.
Yes.
You know,
there's so many I want to go to.
Yeah, and that just adds on to your camping experience. If you travel a lot. Now, you know, if you don't travel, if you're just weekend warriors or you just travel for vacation, it's probably not the best thing. But if you are in your RV for, let's say, 50% of the time, that's how you travel, you might want to look into Harvest Host.
But you know what? I was thinking when you said that, with the Harvest Host, if you and your significant other just want to get out for a weekend, look on the Harvest Host site and see what's close by. And you can just do a Friday night here and a Saturday night there. You know, you could hit 2 spots, whether it's a winery, a museum, a brewery, farms. I mean, it's so many places that you can go, and that might be a good little weekend getaway. So think about that.
We want to do like a tour, a Harvest Host tour, and just maybe take 3 or 4 days, and each day we're at a different Harvest Host. You know, they'd be close, of course, but you know, still, you look at what you could experience in 4 or 5 days at a Harvest Host. So that's something that we're looking forward to doing, just to add a little spice. every time we've taken a long trip, we've used Harvest Host for in-betweens.
Mm-hmm.
So we drive maybe 3 hours, we spend the night at a Harvest Host, have a good time, get up the next morning, drive another 2 hours or so, or 3 hours. It just breaks it up. Of course, we're retired and we can spend a little bit more time, but even if you're doing any long distance traveling, it beats staying in a rest area or a truck stop,
right,
or a Walmart.
Right. Yeah. And most of them have some type of facility, whether it's a amenity, I should say. Some of them have restaurants or little stores where you can go and purchase items. And the only thing that they ask, and now we found out too that some of them actually have hookups.
Yeah.
We've stayed at 2 that actually had water hookups and electric.
Water and electric, one of them.
So, I mean, that's an advantage. And even if you pay $20 a night, I mean, that's still cheaper than a campground.
Yeah. And then there's the other part of that is Boondockers Welcome.
Yeah.
We haven't done that yet, but Boondockers Welcome is actually you staying at somebody's house or residence or property.
Mm-hmm.
And there may be folks who camp or used to camp or something like that, but you're actually on their property. And most of those, from what I've seen, have some type of hookup, whether it's just 30 amp or even just electricity and water.
Mm-hmm.
So there's options out there when it comes to camping. And we did find out at one of them, not the Boondockers Welcome, but the Harvest Host, the fact that you didn't have to be a Harvest Host member.
Right.
So check with some of the, especially some of the wineries, check with them and see if, if you're traveling and you need somewhere to stay, you might do good just to check.
Mm-hmm.
I like knowing where they are and that I have the ability to stay there if they have an opening.
Right. And you get, to hang out at a local establishment. You help the small farmers or the small brewers.
Brewers, yeah.
That's a word, gracious. Or, any of the wineries, the smaller wineries, you help them. So, yeah,
it's
check
really
it out.
Cool. It has changed our travel experience.
It has.
Travel day is not just, oh man, we're driving till we get there. Travel day now is, we'll like our last trip, we drove 30 minutes, stayed the night at a brewery that is only 30 minutes from our house, and we had never been to a brewery before.
Right.
And it was great. It was on the way to where we were going, so
why not?
Why not? We just took an extra day and stayed there, and they had water and electricity, and it was great. Mm-hmm. It was great. Mm-hmm. All right, what's next?
So
much for the commercials for
Harvest Host and Boondockers Welcome.
Yep.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I think that was close to the end of our questions. Okay. You got another one? Off the top of your head?
On the top of my head, what do you like about travel? Just when we travel, especially with the camper. What do you like about not the campground part? I'm talking about the travel day.
Mm-hmm. What do I like about the travel day?
Yeah. Well, one, you get to take a nap.
I get to take a nap.
Yeah.
This is true. I don't know. We have good conversation a lot of times. If we're going somewhere that I've never been, you get to see things around you or places that I want to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's hard to stop with the camper because, it may not be big enough for us to get in and get out of. But, we can always drive back.
Yeah.
So that's always an option. I just like going.
Maybe we should do a video on travel tips. Like travel day tips.
Travel day tips. Okay.
Things, because people, we have some new guys that are getting into camping. your experience is going to be great.
Right.
Will it be sunshine and rainbows every day? No. But it'll be thunderstorms and cloudy some days. So
yeah. How many times have we set up in the rain?
yeah. And I'm not physically talking about the rain. I'm talking about like bad stuff happening, or issues or different things like that. But your travel day, there's just little things that you can do to make it better. Like we just did one on travel day to Carolina Pines. You remember that?
Yeah.
And we packed a little lunch, and this is during the same time after we left the brewery. Mm-hmm. We drove probably about 2 hours. We stopped, had lunch beside the road. We met some nice people from...
At a rest stop, not beside the road.
Okay, rest stop, yeah. And we met some nice people from Michigan.
Yes.
Yeah, from Michigan that were campers. We talked to them for a little while.
They were on their way to Ocean Lakes.
Yep. And so but it was so relaxing. It was, but there's little things that you can do, like make sure that you don't have to go into a business to either get a snack or to go to the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Just figure out how you can do it in your camper. The good thing about our camper is we can get to we
even bring snacks when we carb travel.
Yeah.
So we don't have to stop.
But we can
always ready.
We can get to our refrigerator and our bathroom in our camper without opening, and the bed, without opening up any of the slides, which is great. So if you're looking for a camper, make sure that, especially if you're looking for a camper that you're going to do some traveling, some long distance traveling in, that is just convenient because you don't have to open the slide. A lot of people don't want to do it because they got to open the slide.
Right. And those are important. I tell Duane all the time that there are some things about a camper that are just non-negotiable. And those are 3 things. I've got to be able to get to my bathroom. I've got to be able to get to at least my refrigerator. And if we stop, traveling and have to stop somewhere to spend the night, I've got to be able to get to the bed without having to open up all my slides and all of that stuff. And our camper is very accommodating for that. So if you're looking for a small couples camper, Reflection 303 RLS. Check it out.
33-foot long fifth wheel.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't call it small though.
No. I said couples camper.
Oh yeah, it's a couples, definitely a couples.
It's a couples camper.
It's a good travel fifth wheel. Mm-hmm. Actually, it's very good.
Mm-hmm. And I also too wanted to just re-emphasize, we have talked to some people here recently who don't understand the subscribing concept.
Yeah.
A lot of you watch us.
What did Ashford and Simpson say? Don't cost you nothing.
It don't cost you nothing. A lot of you watch us, but our numbers show that you are not subscribing. When we say subscribe, it doesn't cost anything. It doesn't require anything of you except mash that subscribe button.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
And ringing the bell helps notify you when we post a new video or comment or something.
And thumbs up. And thumbs up or like just lets us know that you like what we do.
Right.
And we hope that you do. But we have really been watching, just looking at our numbers, and comparison to the number of you that we comment and that we talk to, we have such a high percentage of people who are not subscribed. So we just ask that you subscribe.
Yep.
Hit the button.
Subscribe, guys. Subscribe.
It does not cost a thing except
a click.
Except your time watching us.
Yes. And any of the other YouTubers that you like, hey, that helps their channel. Mm-hmm. That's the thing about YouTube. This is live TV, and we are the actors, the producers, the editors, you know, and I can tell you from our experience talking to other YouTubers, they put in time and effort, and they're sharing. We're just sharing a part of our life with you.
Right.
And like I said before, I always want to try to up what we do quality-wise. Once I find out something like this video, we're doing this. I'm probably gonna add a microphone somewhere that's closer to where we are so that you can hear us better. And we do those things so that you can hear us better. You know, not for us, because once we post it, you know, you guys enjoy it.
Right. Right.
So, but we wanted to just talk about a little bit about travel and camping. We were talking about it earlier, and I said, well, hey, that's a good topic. So if you have a topic now, we haven't had very many people ask us questions that are topical type videos. I do have one that I'm going to work on, which is about renting an RV. So I'm going to try to work on that. I want to really dive into that and help somebody out that they don't know what to do. If you are a new RVer, or you're thinking about getting one, give us some questions that we can answer for you, and we'll be glad to do it. We'll be glad to do it. I sat down with CC's World TV and hanging with the Chapmans, and man, we talked before they got into another RV, and we talked about the whole thing, the whole process, about all of that, and it was I enjoyed helping them out with the knowledge that I have. I'm not saying that I'm an expert, I just have some experience. I'm not going to try to push you one way or the other, but I'm going to let you know some things.
Right.
So, cool. Y'all, let me tell you, this little place right here is called Quality Seafood in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. If you're ever in Elizabeth City, or near Elizabeth City, they have some of the best seafood, fresh seafood, that I have ever had, and it is, I don't know, it's just good. Every time we come home, we stop by here and get some before we go to Mama's. So just want to give a shout out to Quality Seafood for having, and this has been like this for years. I mean, ever since I can remember. But if you're ever in Elizabeth City, come by, stop by, get you some seafood. Well, guys, we had a great visit with family, and now we're on the way back to Goldsboro. We really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us. Thank you for your support again. You know, like, subscribe, share. If you're new to the channel, hey, just join in, join the family. We really appreciate what you guys are doing and what you guys mean to us. It's just, we were with my immediate family today, but you guys are our extended family.
Right. And like Duane said, we just appreciate you. Thank you for all your kind comments, and just continue to roll with the Bankses.
All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next video, and you know, make sure you get out, have some fun, and remember, enjoy the journey on the way to your destination.
Yes.
All right, God bless.
Bye-bye.